Hello there.
So there is a huge Mothra retcon that I didn't even realize had happened in Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. We're going to talk about it in this video because I think a lot of people are of the belief that this is the same Mothra from Godzilla King of the Monsters, but there's actually some huge tidbits that we actually found out from the team that made Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. So we're going to talk about it in this video, guys. If you enjoy my Monsterverse content, consider subscribing, and let's get into it.
The Atomic Fair.
So Adam Wingard talked a little bit about his experience with Godzilla and what made him a fan of the character, and was talking about when his dad went to see Godzilla King of the Monsters. And he said this, he said, when King of the Monsters came out, my dad went to go see the movie, and the first thing he said was how much he loved Mothra, and that always stuck with me. That was a character that just instantly people loved. The other Titans, you want to see them pounding into each other. Mothra is more of an ethereal presence, which we needed in this movie. So that's kind of a perfect description of Mothra. That's why she's called the Queen of the Monsters. But there's actually a massive retcon that happened in Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire that I wasn't even aware about for this character. So you're thinking that this is the same Mothra because oftentimes Mothra is kind of like one consciousness that just reincarnates over and over through the various eggs that she lays. But this actually doesn't seem to be the case for this version of Mothra in the Monsterverse. So it seems like in the Monsterverse, there's different Mothras, or they're all kind of their own singular mind. They don't kind of seem to have this sort of hive mind connection. Or I'm sure this is something that just, as usual with the Monsterverse, is just kind of shaky lore that can be changed or rearranged as the movies go on. But this is what Adam Wingard said about it, so I'll let him describe this. He said, this is essentially Mothra's mother. The eggs that were laid on the surface were laid by the New Empire's version of Mothra, and this film establishes that she is a protector of the pathways to the surface, which are vortexes. And so theoretically, this Titan has access to these vortexes and laid eggs on the surface, which is what we saw in King of the Monsters. She is the original one. So that makes sense because what we saw for Godzilla King of the Monsters was a scrapped scene that was going to show another Mothra egg existing on the surface. So it seems like there could be multiple Mothras on the surface, and this version of Mothra is probably the most powerful version, the queen, the true queen of the monsters, and that's probably why she has a very ethereal and very bright and orange and white coloration to her, because she is the one who is actually sort of the queen of the tribe, which is a little bit different than we thought, because you kind of think that this is the same version of Mothra who has been revived, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And that really makes a lot of sense because it explains the lore that was already established in the art of Godzilla King of the Monsters, where we were going to find out that Mothra did have various other nests and eggs laid around the earth, and we did see some concept of that in the art of Godzilla King of the Monsters. But comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this retcon for Mothra. Do you think this is a big deal? Does this make you like the character more or make you kind of like the character less? It kind of makes me like this version of Mothra more, knowing that this is the queen, the true queen of the monsters, the true queen of the Mothra tribe. It makes me think that in a later movie we could see some kind of army of Mothras coming to save the day or something like that. So comment down below, guys, let me know what you think about all of this new expanded lore for the Monsterverse and for this video. That's all I got. So until the next one, be safe and stay well. Bye-bye.